Good evening, everyone. Today is Sunday, February 15th. Welcome to welcome to Nakut World Inclusion. I'm your host, Sean Ferguson, and this weekend was a very busy weekend for me. This past Friday, I was busy serving at Night to Shine, and I would say for those who didn't go to Night to Shine, um, this past Friday, you guys should go next year either to serve as like the buddy or serve as a floater. Well, basically just serving the special needs community, or if people who are on the special needs um, community can actually join the Night to Shine church, and it's mainly about people who never been kings and queens for like the prom and things like that back in high school. Well, they have it at the Night to Shine church. So I would say it's great. It's wonderful. You guys should go to it. It's awesome. And yeah, I would say it's the most funnest part that you will ever have. So, basically, um, and I forgot to tell you, and I actually took my wife out on a date um, at for Valentine's Day, so that's why I couldn't do the video. Not only did that, I had to do our taxes as well. So we're just so busy. I do apologize for not doing a video on time on Saturday morning as usual, but again, I was pretty busy, and of course I was pretty tired as well. But either way, it's still a lot of fun, and I have great time. So, um, I'm going to show you this video before I go to this verse. I'm just going to show you this video about basically one church um, honoring honoring me of what I did at one church, and to the special needs community. But it's really not all about me. It's all about them. It's all about you guys. It's all about the special needs community that needs and basically that wants to be loved, and you know wants to be taken care of, and wants to be heard. The special needs community wanted to be heard, and so I go out and present that, um, and so on and so forth. Also, you should watch the Night to Shine video that the one church is going to show you. It's great. It's fantastic. Um, I'm pretty sure they had a really good blast, and you guys should, see it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you this video. Not only them representing me, but also representing Night to Shine to the special needs community. So here's a video, and just you know, tell me, what do you guys think of this video?
Good morning, One Church. My name is Emily, and I'm joined up here with my friend Ryan. And we just want to say good morning, whether you're joining us in the auditorium or you're over in our overflow. Also, if you are joining us online, we want to give a special welcome to you as well. We have real people in our chat, so feel free to comment and tell them where you're watching us from. And once again, welcome.
Absolutely. Actually, can we show our love to the people in Overflow? I was just over there. They're actually secretly on a 2-minute delay. So this is going to get to them in about 2 minutes. All right, come on, show your love to our people at Overflow. We love you, Overflow. Thanks for fighting through the traffic and sitting over there. Man, it's so good to have everybody here, like Emily said. If you are new with us today, no matter where you're at, there's an opportunity to get to know some people. So our Welcome Center is outside. If you didn't see it on the way in, make sure you stop out there if you're new. We'd love to meet you, get a gift into your hands, and let you know a little bit more about the church. And even if you're not new, that is our one-stop shop to ask questions, learn more about the church. They're also going to tell you there about an event we do once a month called Welcome to One Church. That event is designed to get to know you to get to know the church, and us to continue to partner together and serve God's kingdom, amen? So make sure you stop out there on your way out. If you're new today, we'd love to have you.
At this time, I want to invite our host forward to receive today's giving. At One Church, we say we give for two reasons. One is to serve God, and the other is to serve each other. And it is because of you all that we're able to serve not only people in our community, but also all around the country and all around the world. If you came prepared to give in person, you can do so as the containers are passed down your row. But we also have a few other ways that you can give. You can go to one.church/give. You can scan the QR code. Right? I was closer the first time, right up on the screen. Or you can give in our brand new One Church app.
Awesome. About 48 hours ago, this place was totally different. This whole campus looked a little bit different than it does now, because we just had one of our favorite events of the entire year. It's called Night to Shine, where we get to honor our special needs community with a one-night prom night. It was the most fun ever. If you missed it, in one true fashion, it's okay, because we're going to show a recap video here in a second. But I want to honor someone before we do that, and he's sitting right here. Sean, actually, would you mind standing up? Stand up, Sean. This is Sean. His wife is next to him. Sean called me about 3 years ago now, and he let me know that he has high-level autism. And he called me and said, I realized that there's not really something for people like me in the church. And I'd like to lead a group of people, adults with special needs. And every single week for almost 3 years, we have had an adults with special needs group called Special Gifts Group. Has been meeting every single Tuesday because of his faithfulness. And Sean this year had every opportunity to attend the event, but he actually wanted to serve the event. And we're going to show, this is a picture of Sean actually serving the event, and where he always serves in production, with a huge smile on his face, serving his peers. Sean, we're thankful for you. So glad to have you part of this church, man. Thank you for your leadership. With that, check out this special video that we have for you. Once again, welcome to One Church. We're so glad that you're here.
You know I'm about to do a thing. Since Lord forgive me, I got an ocean in the J-E-S-U-S, God, G to G-O-D. It's time for us to all get together now, cause we know who we are meant to be, cause God says we are enough.
I would say that's pretty awesome. I just, that beat is just, it gets me going. It gets my blood pumping. It gets my energy up. I love that video. But yeah, they did represent me of what I done at the church and continue on doing, um, which which is one of my goal. My goal is to preach and lead the special needs community to Christ. Now, I'm not perfect. I mean, none of us is perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not trying to lead them in astray. It's just trying to have them, follow Christ and have them understand who He is, and you know, Jesus Christ is, the Son of God, and He's the key, the only key to the only key to go up to heaven. So, you know, I'm just putting this point blank out, and things like that. So, but anyways, um, yeah, I had a great time. Um, but like I said, it's not all about me. It's it's about the special needs community, and the special needs community wants to be heard, and I try to represent that. I try to, you know, let them know that you are enough, and that that you are enough, and God even says that you're enough. You're enough for His love. So, for today's message, I'm going to uh, basically I'm going to be explaining to you guys about this young man. Actually, he's in his 30s, but his name is Marty Sheedy, and he have what is called a scissor leg, but really his leg is not, like not into scissors. He wasn't born with it. It's just um he was born with Prune Belly Syndrome and also arthro arthrogryposis, or I think it's arthritis, but really the terminology is kind of difficult for me to spell. I think it's spelled arthrogroposis. And so basically, he has to walk like a scissor. He has to cross his leg, and that's how he moves around. So, um, basically, that's what it is. But before I show you that video, I would like for you to please subscribe to my channel, click the notification, also click the like button, click the thumbs up, and share this video with friends, family, whoever that needs this, encouragement. Just share this video with them. But before I go to before I show you this video, I'm going to put in a verse for you. So this verse is Proverbs 23:24. And it says, "The father of righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him." This verse in Proverbs 23:24 speaks about the deep joy and pride a parent feels when their child grows up to live wisely and righteously. Here's what it means in simple terms. The father of a righteous child has great joy When a child chooses to do what's right, follow moral values, and live with integrity, it brings happiness and peace to their parents. So, I'll give you one better example. I would say with my dad, I'm leading the special gifts group. That's one of my example. And my dad and my mom have great peace, a great peace and happiness, and also a lot of joy with me of leading the special needs community. And so they are very happy with me. All right. A man who follows a wise son rejoices in him. Wisdom here means more than intelligence. It's about living with good judgment, kindness, and respect for God. A parent rejoices because their child wise choices reflect strong character and maturity. In essence, the verse highlights that one of the greatest rewards for a parent isn't wealth or status. It's seeing their child grow into a good, wise, and upright person. So basically, it really means, I'll give you one good example. So for me, making great choices. I would say one choices I made as really good is I married my beautiful wife who has a heart of gold and has a warrior, who's a warrior of God. So she is, real good warrior of God, and she helps me out a lot, and I'm grateful to have her in my life, and that was the wisest choice I ever made. Because in the past I used to make bad decisions and I used to make bad choices. Well, I matured a lot over these ages, and I learned a lot, and you know and because I have a disability, I had to learn some things, and I had to learn that I'm not alone in this, and that other people with special needs community um, need someone not only to love, but uh, needs to be heard. And so that's why I started this special gifts group, to help them know who Jesus is and to help them grow. And as you can see, I'm matured a lot over these ages, and I also matured a lot doing, well, basically being obedient to Christ. And so and that's what I wanted to do, is to be obedient to God. So um so in Proverbs 23:24 connects beautifully to modern family life. In today's world, parents often face pressure to see their children succeed in school, sports, or careers. But this Proverbs reminds us that true joy for a parent doesn't come from achievements alone. It comes from a child's character. When a son or daughter grows up to be kind, responsible, respectful, and honest, that's what truly feels, or that's what truly fills a parent's heart with peace A wise child today might be one who makes thoughtful decisions instead of giving into peer pressure, treats others with compassion and fairness, takes responsibility for their actions, lives with purpose and faith. So, in modern terms, this verse teaches that a parent's greatest success is raising children who have strong moral values and wisdom, not just worldly success. It's a reminder for both parents and children. Wisdom and righteousness brings joy to families and strengthen their bond. And strengthens their bond. So, basically, those are really good example of Proverbs 23:24. So, and so on and so forth. All right, so, now I'm done with this verse. I'm going to go ahead and show you this video. And as you know, he does have a disability. I'm going to share his story, or I'm going to share his video for him to share his story. So just tell me what you guys think of this video. Leave a comment on my page. I'll be grateful to see the chat. All right, so here's the video.
People call me Scissor Man or Scissor Legs, because I love it.
Carry them all over whenever you need to.
The doctors told my mom and dad they wouldn't live past the age of 2.
He's putting himself out there.
I can't tell you how proud we are of him.
I don't see my life hard. I see challenges and I need help with things, but I feel that we all need help with things sometimes. Hello.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah. All right, Marty.
Alright,
You ready?
I'm ready. My name is Marty Sheedy. I am 33 years old. I was born with a rare condition that makes my legs look like a pair of scissors. I was born with 2 really rare medical conditions called Arthrogryposis and Prune Belly Syndrome. I had club feet, scoliosis, dislocated hips, and club hands when I was born. People call me scissor legs. My hips are dislocated out of socket, and that's what allows my legs to look like a pair of scissors.
We never said at the table eat breakfast. This is false advertising.
Here's your eggs. Breakfast.
Hey, Mom.
You want some ketchup?
No, I'm just kidding.
Salt, pepper?
Nothing. Yeah.
All right, see you later.
See you, Mom.
One time we was in Chicago and Marty was walking cross-legged and the doctor looked at him and said, "Oh my God, what's he doing? How's he walking like that?" And we said, "I don't know, he just started doing it. He just crossed his legs and he started walking around and he was mobile." So the doctor was like, "Oh my God, I've never seen this before." So he called all the head doctors out and they peeked out the door and they were looking. "You gotta see this kid, you gotta see this kid. Look at how he's moving."
If I tried to walk straight-legged, I walked really slow, I had no balance, and I walked like a penguin. But then, when I talk to the legs, I can walk, and I have like optimum mobility. I learned how to do that on my own to benefit my mobility. If I toss my legs, I have this amazing balance. And the doctors just said keep doing it, because if you try to correct your legs and fix them the right way, you won't have the mobility that you have now. I have leg braces to help me walk more stable. I weigh 60 pounds and I'm 4'10", so being little and the weight does affect me lifting some things. I don't see my life hard. I see challenges and I need help with things, but I feel that we all need help with things sometimes, so I don't see that as a blockage or a limitation. The doctors told my mom and dad I wouldn't live past the age of 2.
We took them everywhere. We did everything. There wasn't a weekend that didn't go by when we had the opportunity to go somewhere and do it. We did it.
My parents are the whole reason I'm able to fully succeed.
Shoot them up, carry them all over whenever you need.
That's the benefit of being 60 pounds.
Yep, 60-pounder. Go to the hockey games, take them up all the stairs, all the way down. People are looking like, what the hell is that guy doing?
We experienced a lot of looks, you know, at Marty, but we always let Marty go out and do his thing. You know, we didn't hold him back.
I try to tell almost everybody at least a little bit about why I have what I have. I run a nonprofit organization called the Project Scissor-like Foundation. By traveling around, meeting other families, I'm trying to raise awareness for people like me as much as possible.
He's got so many friends now, and they all love him, and I call him my walk-in saint.
Can you help me put this in the back seat? Yeah?
Sure.
We're on our way to another person that Arthrogryposis. His name is Brian. We're on our way to his house in Newport. And I'm extremely excited about meeting Brian. I can't wait. It's gonna be flipping wonderful. Hey, what's up, Brian, dude? How are you? How you doing, man? It's good.
Everyone with arthrogryposis is affected differently. My hands are affected the most, my hips are affected, and my feet.
Hi, how are you?
My fiance had told me about Marty. Me and Marty started talking, and then he finally came over and we met, and we just hit it off. To be able to be selfless and just want to help others, you know, it takes a special person.
And then we'll go fat down the road, though.
He puts people ahead of him, and I think that he's doing what he was meant to do.
It is. Thank you for the wheelchair ride. That was amazing.
I'll charge you next time.
Yeah, go further. Go down the adventure.
We just feel blessed.
Yeah, well, it's just a blessing.
I can't even put,
Don't make me cry.
I can't. Proud is like for a parent. It's overwhelming and fulfilled into my heart. I mean, he makes my heart happy.
Any disability, I feel and am seeing that people with disabilities, if you join the community, it empowers you more. When you're able to touch someone's life, it does something that money or any material thing cannot buy. It's my purpose, and I'm just taking every action and every step to follow it.
All right. I would say what an incredible story. You know, I'm really glad that, you know, he has a purpose in life. I mean, we all should have purpose in life, but the way he's showing it through the video and things like that, I mean, I would say that's a positive way of thinking. A positive way of thinking. And so, you know, I'm glad, he's uplifted and he's encouraging, and also him encouraging his friends. I'm, very proud of him. And he I would say he pretty much inspired me, when I was watching his story. He inspired me a lot. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what prune belly syndrome and arthrogryposis means. So, and I'm going to explain very clearly in simple terms. Alright, so the prune belly syndrome, also known as Eagle-Barrett syndrome, this is a rare condition that mostly affects boys. It's called prune belly because the skin on the belly looks wrinkled like a prune. It usually involves three main things. One, weak or missing abdominal muscles. The stomach wall doesn't have normal muscle strength, which can make the belly look wrinkled or stretched. Two, urinary tract problems. The bladder and kidneys may not form or work properly, which can cause trouble passing urine. Three, undescended testicles, usually in boys. The testicles don't move down into the scrotum before birth. Some people with PBS, or other words, prune belly syndrome, have mild symptoms and live active lives, while others need surgery or ongoing care to support kidney and bladder function. All right, the next one is arthrogryposis. And I do apologize, I'm not saying the terminologies correctly. But I'm doing the best I can, and some of the terminology is really difficult to pronounce. So, this term describes a group of conditions, not just one, where a person is born with stiff joints and limited movement in different parts of the body. It happens because the baby's joints didn't move normally while developing in the womb. As a result, muscles, tendons, and joints can become tight or fixed in one position. The number of joints affected varies. Some people might have stiffness in just their hands or feet, while others have it in multiple limbs. Even though it can limit movement, many people with arthrogryposis build amazing strength, adaptability, and independence through therapy, surgery, and assistive devices. Both conditions are lifelong, but they don't define a person's potential. People born with these conditions can still live fulfilling, successful lives with proper medical support and encouragement, and so on and so forth. Um, I will say this. Every story of strength begins with a challenge, and every challenge brings out something powerful inside us. Some are born with conditions like prune belly syndrome or arthrogryposis, or both, where the body develops differently. But what truly defines them isn't the condition, it's the courage to live fully. Prune belly syndrome can make muscles weaker and affect the kidneys or bladder. Arthrogryposis can cause tight joints and limited movement, But those challenges don't stop the spirit, they shape it. Around the world, people living with these conditions are proving every day that ability comes in many forms. They paint, they dance, they work, they dream, and they inspire. They remind us that inclusion isn't about seeing perfection, it's about seeing possibility. Here at Nakut World Inclusion, we celebrate every person who chooses strength, hope, and purpose, showing the world that difference isn't a weakness, it's a source of power. I would say this because when we look beyond the body, we see the heart. This Nakut World Inclusions where every ability shines. And therefore, from this video, you can see, this person is shiny. And of course, Marty is happy and he is inspiring a lot of people. And so it's great to see that. And so there you go. I explained what it means, and so I'm gonna go ahead and pray for him, and also pray for you guys who's watching this video, and then I'm going to take off. Well, basically, eat some dinner. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I just pray to you for this day. I just pray that, thank you for sharing Marty's story. He's very inspiring to a lot of people. Lord, I just pray that you keep working with him and keep him going and help him to live a full, successful lives, and give him the strength that he needs to inspire other people. And Lord, I just pray that everyone who's watching me, I just pray that you put, hands on them and help lift them up and encourage them to keep on going and to keep inspiring people, and and basically just help push them to get where they need to be, and just, Lord, I just pray that you just help lift them up. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, everybody, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Take care, give care, and I'll see you later.